let's see. When it comes to random, one guy comes from a local DJ out of Toledo. He called himself the custodian of records. He was a real crowd pleaser.
Alright guys, welcome to the first episode. I've been kind of struggling to figure out the format of this YouTube channel, and for sake of ease, honestly I think I'm just going to take the camera around for random days and try to tell you guys as much as possible about myself, what I think of the world, and what I think is important. I don't know. Anyways, it's grass cutting day, speaking of things that are important. So, first and foremost, what I want to say is that I don't really know where I'm going with this channel, and I don't know what will become of it. I just decided to, it's been on my mind for a while that I'd like to document my life because I'm honestly super forgetful. Like, I forget a lot of stuff, and I used to make these little videos of myself, and I looked back at them and I was like, man, wow, this is kind of valuable to have, you know? Right now, my life is like a constant stream of losing things. Speaking of forgetfulness, I don't know where I put my weed whacker at. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not really into the whole EV revolution thing, but I have to say that some lawn tools are nice to have that are, battery powered or whatever. It's just really convenient, it's quiet. It's like, kind of early in the morning right now, and I don't really have to worry about bothering people because this thing barely makes any noise. These birds make more noise than this thing does. Oh yeah. Yeah. One thing about this whole EV revolution shit with fucking lawn tools is that you need to plug them in all the time or get big batteries, have a lot of batteries, I don't know. Kind of finding out real fast that these were the wrong shoes. It's rained the past couple days. Oh yeah, there's Dale. That's Steven. Steve, Dale. Steve is a beagle and a Chihuahua mix, and he has some like Shetland Shepherd and a bunch of other crap. I don't know what Dale has in him, but if I had to guess, it's probably like a Labrador Retriever and Beagle mix. I think they called him like a La Beagle or I don't know, a Begrador. I love taking care of grass, guys. I just don't know what it is. I love cutting grass. I don't know. I like to look outside and I like to see a nice cut grass, and I like, putting the treatments on the grass and stuff like that. Honestly, I like it so much that I actually cut our next door neighbor's grass too. Hey, Steven, cut it out. I also cut our neighbor's grass because, they don't live there anymore because I got them evicted. And, when I say I got them evicted, I guess it's kind of tough to explain that. So basically what happened was, I'll give anybody a fair chance. I really try not to read a book by its cover. But I feel, if people read my book by the cover, looking at me from far away, I look Mexican, but as you get closer, the more Asian I look. So yeah, I don't judge a book by its cover. Just to give you some context, this is him.
There's no doubt in my mind that we could build this fucking easy. We could build a full-size chopper, bro.
Kind of looks like Nicolas Cage from Con Air, but like a real washed-up version.
I don't know, man. That's all.
But you got this as a reference, though. Just upsize what you got right here.
But doing something like this is a little different.
I really believe we could, bro. I've stick welded before. But I can build the fucking frame, and I know you could wire the rest of it up, and we could have a fucking legit chopper, bro. Something to turn around, sell it, and split profit. You know, 20 grand. Just made 20 grand on something that probably cost us $1,000 for the bigger motor.
Yeah.
But we save fucking, if we invested between our time, you know, going with an hourly rate, we got $5,000 invested in it, turn around and sell it for 25 grand.
It looks good. It looks good. When we first moved here, he had like 3 dogs or something like that, and then they just had puppies. And then like he didn't neuter or spay any of them, then he had another litter, and then he had another litter. And then at that point there were literally like 20 dogs just like living in his backyard, and they reverted to pack mentality. Like, I literally watched them kill each other. Jonathan, man! Hey, dude! I watched 3 dogs get killed, and at that point, finally, I was like, yeah, maybe something needs to be done. I don't want that crap in my cul-de-sac. Like, this one thing that drove me nuts, and I talked to him about it several times, is he had this American flag. He had it hung up upside down, which didn't really bother me because that's like freedom of speech or whatever, you know. But something I did have a problem with was that it was all torn up. I had talked to him about it, that I didn't really like it. He just told me like, oh, but I like the way that it flows in the wind. And then I kind of started like this little campaign to get him out of here. You know, these dogs have something called pack mentality. Well, I have something called sack mentality. Cul-de-sac, that is. So my methods turned out to be highly effective. Basically, I broke it down into a 3-part process. Number 1, I gained intel. Honestly, I had so much incriminating evidence on this guy, and I let him know it too, just in case that froggy decided he wanted to try to leap. 2, I created community outrage. I just let everybody know what was going on in their neighborhood, and they came to the consensus that they didn't like it. Number 3, I made it as unpleasant and like unwelcoming as possible for him to live here. I mean, quite honestly, since, you know, people were already mad about it, there were a bunch of people, you know, like calling the police, calling animal control. Somebody called the water department because he was like leaking water out of the back of his house. And then, you know, he kind of just started assuming that it was me. He said he was going to put a swastika on the side of his house and write "kill all chinks" under it. But, you know, at the end of the day, he's gone and I'm here, and he lost. It was a good day for the sack. So yeah, I want to say that I think everybody in the cul-de-sac is much happier now that he's gone. Now, you know, does it make me happy to bring it to the attention of, you know, the powers that be that could get him out of here? No, but you might argue with the process, but you really can't deny the results. You know, there has to be somebody that stands up and says, I don't want this next door. Sometimes you just have to realize that person is you.
Hear that old tin can kicking out of prison.